Hello, this is Opinion Radar. If you've been searching for a way to slow down, get creative, and actually enjoy the process, not just the end result, you might want to stick around. Today, I'm diving into something that's been quietly transforming my downtime, the Inscraft Embroidery Floss Set. Now, I know what you're thinking, another craft kit. But this one's different. Priced at just $25, it's not just a bundle of thread. It's a full-on invitation to make something beautiful, one stitch at a time. I've been testing it for weeks, and whether you're a total beginner or someone who's dabbled in crafts before, there's a lot to love here. From portability to those little extra tools that make all the difference, this set surprised me in ways I didn't expect. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's see if this colorful little box could be your next go-to for mindful creativity. Ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so I've been diving into cross-stitch lately as my little evening escape from screens and stress, trying to unplug a bit and do something with my hands. When I came across the Inscraft Embroidery Floss Set, I was instantly drawn to how colorful and complete it looked. I mean, 250 colors? That's not just a lot. It's borderline obsession-worthy. I was worried I'd have to buy extras right away. But honestly, I've started on a few patterns and have had nearly every shade I needed. The fact that each floss is pre-wound on flat bobbins with color-coded labels was such a game-changer for me. I dumped them all out. Yes, like the neat freak I am, and sorted them numerically, making little notes on which drawer held which range. It gave me this weirdly satisfying organizational high, which, let's be real, we all need more of those in life. What really surprised me was how much stuff came in the kit besides just the thread. I already had a needle or two lying around from an old craft project, but this set gave me everything. Scissors that actually cut cleanly, no ragged edges. A pincushion that's both cute and functional, a needle threader, bless the person who invented those. And even extra needles in different sizes. I didn't think I needed all that, but when I started stitching, I realized having all in one tidy box meant I could just grab it and go. No scrambling through drawers for supplies. It's perfect for setting up on the couch with a cozy drink and just zoning out into a creative flow. Honestly, if you're just getting into embroidery or gifting it to someone new, this is such a stress-free way to begin. No guesswork, no missing pieces. The quality of the thread itself? Let me tell you, I was skeptical at first. There's so many cheap craft kits out there that leave you with tangled messes and faded colors. But the floss in this set has this lovely soft sheen and glides through fabric so smoothly. I haven't had the nightmare tangles that usually make me want to quit halfway. It doesn't fray easily either, which is huge when you're trying to work with 6 strands. And for the price, $25, it feels like a steal. I've seen smaller sets with half the colors cost almost the same. I've used it for a small wall hanging and some personalized patches on my denim jacket, and the results have held up really well. The colors stay vibrant even after a little wear, and I love that they labeled the DMC equivalents. That means when I go looking for patterns online, I can match the colors easily instead of guessing. Now let's talk about the storage box. It's one of my favorite parts. It's clear, stackable, and fits neatly on a shelf, which is awesome because my craft stuff tends to take over. The 4-tier design lets me divide things by color families or project type, and I can actually see what I'm grabbing without having to open every single drawer. It makes me feel like a legit little artist with a mini studio setup. That said, there's one tiny drawback. You can't store the bobbins upright with the numbers facing up and still close the case. I wanted to display them like a rainbow color chart, but they're just a bit too tall. So I ended up flipping them sideways, which works, but I do miss that at-a-glance visibility. It's not a deal breaker, but if you're super into order like me, it's something to be aware of. I also let my niece borrow it for making friendship bracelets, and she loved it. The thread is slightly thicker than regular embroidery floss, which actually worked perfectly for braiding. It didn't split or snap like thinner threads sometimes do. And because all the spools are already wound and labeled, she didn't have to spend time prepping before her sleepover crafting party, which, let's be honest, would have lost her interest fast. The case made it super portable, and she carted it between houses all summer. She even tried embroidering her camp t-shirt with it. Super cute. Though she did say it was too thick for working with seed beads. But for most hand-stitching projects, it's totally versatile. Another thing I appreciate is how compact it is. I travel a lot to see family, and I brought this kit with me twice now. It fits easily in my carry-on, doesn't add much weight, and keeps all my supplies from getting lost in the chaos of a suitcase. I've stitched on trains, planes, and even in waiting rooms. It's become my go-to little comfort activity. Plus, it's such a thoughtful, affordable gift idea. If you know someone who's into crafts or even just needs a new hobby to unwind, this feels like giving them a whole experience, not just a box of thread. I've already recommended it to 3 friends, and 2 of them have bought it already. Of course, it's not perfect. While I found the case sturdy enough for my use, I can see how the plastic might feel a little thin if it gets dropped a lot or overpacked. And though the color range is amazing, if you're working on a very specific, detailed project, you might still need to order a few extra skeins from a brand like DMC. But for 99% of what I've wanted to do, from simple patterns to more detailed personalization, it's Cover Me. All in all, this kit has made embroidery feel accessible, fun, and genuinely enjoyable. It's not just a craft set, it's my little creativity corner in a box. And for $25, honestly, it's one of the best creative investments I've made in a while. If you're ready to stitch some joy into your routine, the Inscraft set is such a perfect place to start. Don't let your creativity stay tangled. Smooth out your craft life and hit that like button. And if you want more cozy, colorful finds like this, subscribe. Let's thread more moments together.